One of the best songs, I have to say. Para pa pa para pa 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 pa. Pa pa para pa pa para. Good evening. Good evening, boys. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, good evening to everyone, and we have a nice picture of the day. I think it's the one of yesterday, by the way. Yes. We have this new picture of the day. Very nice. Tonight, I can say that I have a good feeling we can start to build a new alpha. I want to build a new alpha because I don't know why sometimes my mouth is moving a lot, other times it's moving very, very little. I don't know. I don't know, when I'm speaking normally, it's moving very, very, very little. I think because I've set some smoothing. Let me check. It's a long time I'm not touching this. There are like 1 million settings. Mouth and tongue, rage intensity. Yeah, is left mouth smoothing. Yeah, you see that the actual setting is actually very wrong. Like it should go like from ear to ear, which is like the maximum range. And the smoothing I think can be slightly. But that's the problem on the left. I see. So if I push it too much. No, I think left and right, I don't really care. I see. So the cheeks are moving more. But if I speak normally, I would like my mouth to kind of move, right? Test. Mouth. You look at how many settings. There are like 3 millions. Mouth moving up. What do you mean by up? What do you mean by up? Like this. Yeah, is why there is not just a mouth moving down? Maybe I passed it, upper lip. I don't want the upper lip. I want the jaw. I think the jaw is probably not under mouth, you know? I think the jaw is under jaw. Jaw opening. Yeah, you see this going from ear to ear, but when I speak is la 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 test la 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 la. Now the left is super. The left side is moving so much now because I changed it. I should have not done that. Jaw side to side movement. What do you mean side to side? It's too complex. I mean, you need a jaw forward movement. It's not moving at all. It's not moving. Puff cheeking. I don't know, guys. It seems easy, but it's not easy. I think I did a mistake by increasing the left and right. I think I will reduce it. Otherwise, my mouth is like... But anyway. And then you can recalibrate if you want. Hello. I don't know, it's moving so. I mean, there is also lip syncing, you know. There is an extension where you can actually lip sync based on the voice. So it's basically trying to translate whatever you say in English text and then is lip syncing to the text. Very interesting. By the way, hello guys, hello everyone. So tonight I want to do two things, well actually probably three things, but the main ones are checking if you want to start to make the release. Before that I want to check if... Wait, let me lower the music a bit. I want to check if... I forgot to lower the music, It was very loud, I want to check if the Rivnak character is actually working properly as a mount, because this is something that I didn't do yet. So to do that, I think we need to change the race of our mount, right? Because at the moment the race of our mount is Drifter, and which is probably is 83, and we wanted to change to Rivnak 91. Okay, so I have to go under characters and I have to search my 7 guy. I think it's this guy. No, it's Rivnak familiar. So we move it to 91 and then we do a test and we see what happens, because actually all my tests have been done with the Drifter, the Manta guy, and not with the horse. No, why the webcam is going crazy? Why the webcam is going crazy? Look at you, by the way, so many people. Why the... This is so strange. Are the stairs... Were the stairs grey also before? I remember the stairs were blue. But they look grey. I don't know. Strange. Look at how many of you are there. I think that most of them are bots, but some of you, I mean, some of you is real, I know. Some of those names are actually real, I know. But anyway, I'm starting to realize, you know, in my mind that we are very close to... we still have the ultra speed. Run! We still have the ultra speed, but that's not a problem. We can leave it for now. Why? Why this character is so small? Why this character is so small? Good question. Well, in theory, we have a scaling on, but you know, I think there is something going on here, because in theory the scale is defined in race info. I don't know if it's sides. No, sides is the size of the bounding box. There should be a scale, really. Scale 0.28. Why so small? Let's say scale 1. Let's say scale 1. 0.28. Was it 0.28 before already? I don't know. I think 0.28 looks like an old value. I have to restart the server because yes. Hello, Funner. My day is great, thank you. How is your day? My day has been good, I have to say. I mean, always short on time, but when in one day I would like to do, you know, 10 times the things that I'm doing, but that's the only problem. The only problem is time. Nothing else is a problem at the moment. Okay, let me try to better, eh? It's very big actually. But hop. We didn't. Okay, it's good that I tested it. Because we didn't create the arm, the spring arm, and we didn't associate it. Nice, it's good that I tested it, because if I released with that one not working, I would be very sad. Very, very, very sad. Very sad. By the way, you can customize your avatar if you want, huh? Sometimes in the chat there is a link that appears. Streamlabs is pasting a link, and if you click on that link you can customize your avatar, the one that is, you know, walking and going back and forth, that one. And I left it open, so actually you can configure it as you want without paying points or anything, because I think that the original idea was that you could customize it but only with channel points, but I think I was a bit lazy and I didn't really set it up fully, and so now you can do whatever you want with it, right? So you should do it before I close it. No, I will never close it. I think it's okay as it is. You can customize it as you want. Okay, so what we want the drifter guy, because we can copy paste somehow, and we want the Rivnak guy, which at the moment are the only two creatures that you can mount, that you can ride. I think, yes, we did this. So sorry, and so we did this, right? So I need to do this also on the Rivnak. So basically we created a spring arm 1 and a camera 1.
Let's get to work.
Let's get to work right now. There was a new one, eh? There is a new one. You like my new stuff. So spring arm, yes, spring arm 1, and then we need to add a new camera, we will call camera 1, right? Now I don't remember if we actually positioned the camera in a specific way, but probably yes. No, we didn't. Because anyway we can move it in game, okay, because in game you can rotate it as you want, so that's why it's not positioned in any specific way. It's just looking at the butt of the horse and it's okay. So we did that, and plus we also need to do in the begin play, right? The same that we did for this guy. Right, so we need to copy this and put it here, and connect it and compile and save and check out. I totally agree. It would be nice to be able to have more work done within a day. Yeah. Gamble 100, you just won 100 points. Easy. 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 Let me gamble as well. Let me gamble. Gamble 55. Fuck. I lost. I lost. Hello, Hula. So we have to do this. In plus, we have to set use pawn rotation on the spring arm. Okay, use pawn controller rotation. Use pawn control rotation. Use pawn control rotation. Let me use pawn control rotation. Okay. Okay. So yesterday I didn't stream. But I guess you saw it on Discord, right? Because I usually, when I don't stream, I send a message. And so I sent a message on Discord saying, hey, I will not stream. So I think if you follow the channel, it's best if you also join Discord so that you can get this kind of alerts, right? Okay. We can try now. Yeah, I think I had a test for scale and sorry, I was just typing something because I'm searching information about the device lost error. I'm trying to understand. Wait. Why is yes, it's okay. Because we are before loading, so those errors are fine. I'm trying to search some information if we can put into the game any new fix for the device lost on Linux, since we are about to release a new version, right? Yeah, it's a bit annoying that the zoom is like this at the beginning, but at least it. What? It seems to be the. What? It seems to be the opposite. If I push down, right? If I push down, I look down. If I push up, I look up. Okay, when I'm, you know. But when I'm here, if I push down, I look up. Why is the opposite? Oh, by the way, it seems that this guy, no, it's a bit open on the bottom. It's kind of open. Why is the opposite? Why is the opposite on this guy? Why is the opposite? I have no idea. Because the up and down, right? The up and down is decided based on what? is decided in my mouse and keyboard. When I look up or down, right, we have the movement up or down. Camera relative rotation. I don't know, did we do anything crazy on this camera? Is this camera rotated somehow? I don't think so. 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0. Use pawn control rotation. Okay. Use pawn control rotation. I mean, on one character it works one way, and the other character works another way, which is a bit weird. But you challenge me to a duel. Now you should do it with someone else in the channel, so they pay more attention, maybe. You can probably challenge Hula. No, I don't understand why. I mean, left and right seems to be fine, right? Left and right is fine. But up and down is the opposite. I mean, the opposite depends. If I look this way. And by the way, why my character is slightly rotated? Why my character is slightly rotated, boys? We still have the follow. Anyway, we still have the follow to fix, huh? Why slightly rotated? He seems to be always in the same position. Is it because the riding location is rotated? Ah, yes, it is. I think it is somehow. What the? Why I did this? Why? Okay, so this is probably the problem, that this one is rotated weird and... Yeah, he has weird rotations. He has some weird rotations. Still, they are not horizontal rotations. They seems to be. But if I do this, I think it will be completely fucked up. But let me see. Let me see the... We should have the same on this guy. Ah, the rotations are the same. There is a minus 90 on the mesh. And there is a minus 90 also on this mesh. Okay, so at the mesh level is rotated. Then this riding location, right? Here is a very weird values. But also on this character is very weird values, you see? So I think it's exactly the same. I think we copied over. I don't understand exactly why. I mean, if I put this to 0, what happens? Do you think the character will be attached looking up? Maybe. But I think that's one of the reasons that the character is looking upside, is looking to the right. Let me leave it set on the drifter. And let me try to clear it out on the Rivnak, okay? So we see if setting it to 0 is going to create any issue. Is this dual thing working or not? I never used it. Let's change the music. Let's change the music. So you accepted the duel and you won the duel. So you can and you won the points. Okay, so you're basically challenging for a certain amount of points, and whoever wins the points. I see. I mean, at least now it looks fine. If I push down, I look up. If I push down, I look up. Yeah, now it's okay. I think. I mean, it's still a bit confusing, but I think it's okay. I think it works well, boys. I think it works well. The only thing that is not happening is the rotation of the head when we are steering, but it doesn't happen. It happens for a second. And you can very quickly rotate, you know, the opposite direction, but I think it's okay. I think in this case usability, you know, is better than realism. So the other thing is that the character is moving up and down anyway, even when he's standing still, right? Which is a bit weird, I know. Which is a bit weird, so but I think they are working much better than before. I'm running faster than the horse, so he's trying to reach me, but I'm so fast with this character that I think it would be nice to fix this this problem we have. I mean, the character is open at the bottom. Why this mesh is open at the bottom? I don't know, it looks weird. Can we fix it? I mean, we have all the original files, so in theory we should be able to fix it. The only problem as usual is understanding which version is the last version. Generic horse rig? I don't think so. Throwing bombs continuously. There's so many people. Why there are all these people? Are these bots or? No, definitely this one is not the one. Date modified 3921. All of this is 3921. Everything is 3921. How is it possible? I mean, the same date for everything? That is kind of a weird... We have a Rivnak 2, and we have a Rivnak 2 as well. I think it's Rivnak 2. I think it's this one. The only problem will be to have the original mesh in, you know, the pose position. I don't know if there is a way. Yeah, the pose position is this one, right? I don't know why. I think that the reason is that this thing is actually attached to the 4, right? But the problem is that yeah, you see, but the problem is that the 4 is actually, so I think we need to detach it. There's no other way. The problem is that if we will lose the the weight. But I think that the only way, boys, apart there are some sharps which are broken, but okay, fine, can fix them. Now I think what I need to do, I need to select all of this, right, up to the top, so up to here, and then I need to what are those weird sharps? And then I need to separate it. Right?
Our enemies will be undone.
No, separated I cannot, because otherwise it goes into another. I think split. Split is okay. Yes. Split is okay. And then I can take... The problem is that now I need to take all the vertices that are on this side. So I can probably hide... Wait. What is going on? I can probably just hide those faces 1 second. And then I can... You see that there is actually a hole between, but because it was... The reasoning was that the 4 was nearly opaque, but it obviously is not. So I think that the easiest, even if it not be the center, but I don't think will be a problem. Let me just clear out this weird sharp. I think the idea is just to close it, right? If I could close it in the middle, would be a bit would probably be better, but we will lose the connection with this piece, and I don't think I want to lose the connection with that piece. So I think I will just or not. No, probably I prefer it to be symmetrical. I think I prefer it to be, I prefer for this thing to be symmetrical. So I think we will actually split and then merge at center. I think so. I think so. So we will do this, and then we will do merge at center, right? And we will do it for all the vertices that we have in that line. Right? not exactly sure why I see through, but fine. Merge accente. I feel like a surgeon like closing a wound or something. Okay. Now that can remain. Sharp. This things. I don't know why we have this weird sharp in the middle of the character. I think this part must be sharp, but it's okay. We have some very weird sharp. Do you think there is the same problem here at the top? Maybe there is. Probably. Yeah, there is. There is the same problem here at the top as well. But at the top was harder to see. For whatever reason. Well, you can see it as well. No, I think we need to fix it. I think we need to fix it the same way. So I will do the same. So I will split. And then I will hide. And then I will merge. Wow, so many bombs. Yeah, for example, the geometry of this creature could really be improved. It's very low poly and is a pity. Also, he has a bit of a weird mapping. Like here, you see the map. You see the UV in this part is completely fucked up. If any of you want to help, I mean, I can send you this file and you can try to improve the geometry of this guy. I think he can have at least double the geometry he has now, if not three times. Okay, now we do this. Now we unhide, right? And then we have to do a merge again, but this time by distance, because like this upper ledge, I think I split it in two, and I think I don't want to. Yeah, I think we remove the 10 vertices, which I probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know why 10, but maybe the end one. Yes, maybe the end one. Okay. Okay, this is good. Let me try to... I don't know if this is gonna change the weights, because those are, you know, kind of new vertices, but let me save it as version 3. So at least we have a new file that is not always with the same date. Okay, now we do a test to export only the geometry. I mean, we can still export all of it. I think we can still export all of it, but I will not save the skeleton, right? Because I need to export it with the skeleton, otherwise I will not have the weights, right? Okay. Let's see if we can get a better... First of all, let me see if we can see the problem. I think the one at the bottom is more evident, really, but... Yes. Man, this one is really evident in the middle, also because there is this red line. Hello, Stigmata8. Hi, welcome. Do you know how to export Quixel mixer texture to Quixel Bridge? No, I never did it, so I have no idea. I know that there is like an import button from Quixel to Unreal with the bridge, but apart from that, I don't have any other, you know, detailed. I never did test myself from Quixel, so I don't know. I think I can just go here, you know, and open this guy, put it here on the side, and just do a re-import of this. And then I can tell him that our source is under MPC, this one. Shit. I think he increased it like 100 times. That was not expected. That was not expected. Why? Maybe because this one was imported in a... Okay, let me do this. Let me reload from disk so that we undo the re-import. Okay. And then we go here and we check under import settings if we imported it with a specific scale. Because I think you can see it. Import uniform scale 1. No, in theory it was imported with scale 1. In theory it was imported with skeleton, with uniform scale 1. Fuck. Let me just check our scale. On the model we have scale 1. On the skeleton we have scale 1. On the scene settings, we have metric 1. You know what? I have in the wiki exactly this example about scale because I tested it with him, and I remember that I made a page where I explained that. So let me just go there 1 second. Maybe we will, and maybe I will find it. I think I may find it. Yeah, get the scale of the Blender scene right. Exactly, you see? We experienced a number of issues with the scale of model in Blender when exported to you. The problem arises when your root bone shows the scale 100 times. It seems to mess up the socket attachment. The two setups which are working for us are the following. The Blender scene is set up with meters as unit of measure and a scale of 1. With a measurement tool, you see the size meters 100, so a human blah blah blah, and horse will be 370 meters long. Yeah, you see, I did it exactly on this model. So what I'm saying to myself in the future, what the myself of the past is saying to me now, is that if I do this, this should be 370 meters. Okay, as expected. With the measurement tool, the size of your character in meters is multiplied by 100. So a human was... No. And there is unit system metric scale unit 1. Okay. The Blender scene is set up with method units, but this is the second case. These two cases seems to result in correctly imported character in EU and socket will not bug out. Bro, unfortunately, no. I mean, I don't know, the character looked like it was... Maybe it works only on the first import, and it doesn't work in subsequent imports? That would be annoying, though. That would be very annoying. That would be very annoying, because it means that now if I re-import this guy... By the way, I cannot even change the scale, I think. You see, it's doing it automatically. And it's scaling it up 100 times. Fuck. So bad. Let me try a 0.01. You see, 0.01 worked, but... It worked, actually. But I'm not completely sure that... Well, we have everything in SVN, so I can save it like this and test it. And if it works, works. If it doesn't work, we redo it. But you see that the scaling problem are always annoying, huh? With scaling is never easy. Hello, Maui. I wanted to say your Tuesday stream inspired me to think through each programming problem. Making notes of the code does help. Yeah, comments in code are absolutely essential. Because in 2 months from now, you know, you will go back, look at that code, and depending how much code you have, obviously, if you have like, you know, 1,000 lines is not a problem. But if you have 100,000 lines or more, there is no way, you know. Depends also on how good is your memory. My memory is really so-so. But okay, the scale is fine, and now it's not open anymore at the bottom, you see? And it's not open anymore at the top, so I think it was a good change. I really hope that the rest will work, but it's just not bending the head the way I want him to bend, but because I added an algorithm which is actually checking how much you are rotating and is bending the head based on that, but it seems it's not. It seems it's not doing it. I don't know why. Let's go into the temple with the horse. Easy. Jump. Really? Okay. I think I did a picture like this when I first implemented mounts, but it was pretty bad at that time. It seems that your selection is always on the mount. Yeah, like if he's always... You know, now it works, eh? I fixed it. I don't know, the... The rotation of the head is a pity because I did all that work to have it working and now it's not working. But I would say it's not the most relevant piece, right? I think it's fine. I think it's okay. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's automatically selected. Okay, so that was a good change. So we fixed that. We tested that this guy is good. We fixed the scale. We fixed the geometry a bit. It seems to be moving okay. I think it's fine. I think we can consider it done. So I can actually check in. I can actually check in this. Fixer, open vertices on bottom and top. Okay, so that's our internal repo where we have the art files, but then I also need to check in. I also need to check in this, which is the Unreal one. What I would say fixed Rivnak, open vertices top and bottom. Right. I don't know what we changed in the drifter. I think nothing, but okay. Okay, this is good. This is good. I think what we can do, you know, we can start to work on the release while I don't know what else I want to test. What do I want to test before the release? Because usually, you know, the way I do it is that I give it to you and you test it. That's probably the best way, because if I spend a lot of time in testing, you know, I mean, it's better if I spend time in developing and you spend time in testing. I think it's a better split of work. Wait a second, I saw a very bad error. I saw a very bad error. Dummy, it doesn't stand still. Dummy character does not inherit from PS character. Cast to dummy char will always fail. No, that's very bad. That's one of the changes that I did when I character creation race, character creation zodiacs. No. Why I did this change here? That's a very bad idea. That's a very bad idea. Why I did that change in the character creation? Because I did it because I wanted to substitute everywhere in our code the use of get pawn, but in that particular place is gonna break the character creation. It's going to break the character creation, boys. I need to... so there are two files. Character creation race and character creation zodiacs. Character creation race. You know what I can do? I can history and diff. This is probably the easiest. But I already know what I did. And I'm pretty sure it's a bad idea. Okay, I asked for the diff, but it's not doing anything. Hello? Okay. I already know the difference in the... Yes, exactly. In this graph, you see, I changed get player controller 0, get planeship player controller to get PS character. No, it's not this one. Why is not it's this one. Yeah, get player pawn to cast dummy char. Yeah, no. We need the only, you know what is the problem though? The problem is that is this get player pawn. Okay, we need to change that. I mean, I need to change it back, but I think not exactly how it was. Because how it was, we are now in Zodiac screen. Zodiac screen. Yes. There is a problem. Now we cannot use this. We just do get control pawn. And I hope the get control pawn will work. I cannot use the new function because the new function we introduced for the mounts works only when you are already in the game. Here we are in the character creation. In the character creation, I mean, it's impossible you have a mount, right? But also I think it's risky to use that function. Yes, and here is the same. It's the same logic. Yes. But we need to test it, because I fear that it may be broken. So I want to test this out and see if it's okay or not. Why I receive like one email every minute? I mean, some emails are good, by the way, but others are not. Okay, let's test this because I did this change. I want to try to create a character and I want to create a character and see what happens. The problem is that we already have 4. So we need to delete Boxiros. I'm sorry, Boxiros, but I need to delete you. I need to delete you. Okay, let's create a character. And here the story begins. Someone special was born. Really? I'm just skipping the audio. I think the race doesn't really make any difference, but it would be better to choose a race. Which has the full character creation. Incredibly enough, huh? I always say incredibly enough. In a shared ancient tongue, revealing their meaning. Revealing their meaning. By the way, did you use the new character creation? Do you like it? You don't like it? How's it going? I mean, okay. Seems to work anyway. It seems to work fine. Here we miss all the voiceover, by the way. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, this picture I don't like too much, but anyway. I think the cavern is kind of nice, but the crane is really bad. This crane is better because he's a real character. I mean, it's a screenshot of a character, so. Okay, but anyway, it worked. I don't see the guy because I don't have the Draken plane loaded, you see? So I'm in the middle of nothing, falling down, but it's okay. Anyway, the character creation worked, so which is what we wanted to test. So I think that the fix is good. The fix is good, boys. Okay, the fix is good. Nice. What do we want to do next? So I tested. Let me test maybe speaking with NPC, because I think that I did a lot of changes to adapt again this mount no mount thingy, and I want to be sure that I can speak with NPC properly. And I also want to test if we can execute quest or not. In theory we should, and if something doesn't work, the fix should be relatively easy, right? But wow, the speed, bro. I'm not loading NPC. I think I'm not loading NPC. GG. Let me see. Repopulate NPC, false, bad idea. Load quest, false, bad idea. Okay, let's try again. Okay. We log in, boys. Now NPC should be in. But anyway, we have a problem of, you see, of masked texture on this guy. It's very visible there, and it's very visible in the fins at the back. These black parts should not be there, but they are there. And the reason is that the current texture is not using masked, and it's not using masked because it's derived from the standard character, I think. Okay. Anyway, NPC are in. Let me see if I can speak with this guy. Okay, let me try to say hello. I don't know if he has a... Yes, he has an hello, so we can speak with him. Is there anything you need? I'm looking for gold ore. But you someone I can trust. You can trust everything with me. Okay. It seems to be working. Seems to be working. Okay. So quest anyway seems to be working fine. Now, I have no idea what happens if you try to execute a quest while you are on a mount. I would really suggest you don't do it, okay? But I mean, maybe you can do it just to try if it works or not. But it seems to me that everything is working as expected. Everything is working as expected. I think I can build a release and you tell me, guys, if it works or not, right? But I think I'm fairly safe because the changes I did were done with a lot of attention on my side, so I think they should be fine. Let me just check what we miss in the commit. We are missing this too, which we should check in. So fix to character creation screens after mount PS char changes. Okay, so we're gonna check that in. Now, I don't know if we have to update the credits. Maybe not. I don't even remember where the credits are, actually. There is a file, because there is an external file, really. I found it. I have the list of the Patreons with 6 months or more in the credit file. I think I didn't update it recently, though. I mean, I updated it a few months ago, and so it may not be fully up to date. Are you sure you haven't forgotten something? I don't know. What did I forget? Tell me. Tell me. Now, there are a few things that I listed here, right? So fix the speed override is done. This one is done. There is this one above, which is remember to ask the pet to stop follow you when you mount. Yes, this one I think we could do. Because at the moment, the pet is following you. And I think it's causing some problems if he's following you and you are also guiding him, right? You're also riding him. So the best is that he stop following you while you mount. This one probably we can still do. Have you added the name of the soft and part of soft you have used? I didn't use any software. What do you mean? What do you mean? I didn't use any. I mean, all the stuff that we have is ours. Or is both, and so is also ours. I think the only one that I had to mention... no, I didn't mention it, so probably no. No, nothing. Why you say that? Why you say that, Ulla? I mean, do you have something in mind, or is just a generic comment? No, we can add the unfollow. Now, the unfollow. I think the unfollow, we can do it from C++, by the way. We can do it server side. Because I think it's inside... is inside Entity Manager. When we do the add ride relationship, right? When we do this, we should ask to the AI. Now, the only problem is that the AI, I mean, it should be done before we switch the brain, right? Yeah, we should do it before we switch the brain. Now, how do we do it? I don't think it's complex, because actually follow is a command, and this command is sent through Pet Manager. So I think if we search Pet Manager, if we search Pet Manager, and then inside Pet Manager we search for follow. Yes, is exactly this one. Now, if I could get it before this, would be a bit better. So, or we call this one, or you know what is the easiest? The easiest is that we just send a command. The easiest is that we just execute a slash pet unfollow, or whatever it is, right? Because that will basically do everything that is needed. So this one. I think we can send it directly to user command. I think we can execute this line with slash pet unfollow. Bang, bang. Because this one is gonna search, you know, inside our hash. The gaming are some part of the free items in the Unreal shop. No, but they don't have a license that you have to mention them. The items from the Unreal shop, you don't need to mention anything. I think it's this one we need to use, by the way. pet manager, handle command pet, and then we pass in what we want. Okay, so let me just copy this 1 second. And I think this command will be /pet stay. I think it's stay. The command I think is stay. And in terms of pawn, we can pass in the rider, right? But I think this is gonna do it. This is probably gonna do it. Yes. The only problem is if the pet is not listening to you in that moment, but I think it's okay. The other solution is to call this, but we need to find the pet. I mean, it's kind of a mess. No, I think this one is the simplest solution. This one is the simplest. /pet stay. So we just send the actual command and this will do the job for us. I think we can test it with the drifter because the drifter was actually showing the problem. Probably because you are not really centering the middle of the character or something. So it was showing the problem way more. 83. So let's just recompile and we can test it. Do, 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 do. Why no one is going up the stairs? Let me take some random people and put them up the stairs and see what happens. Boom. 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 Where is Funner? Funner is here. Boom. Will you go to the right or to the left, Funner? No one knows. We will see. Okay, it recompiled. Okay, recompiled. Let me test, and I think this is good. By the way, this is not the final release. It's just another alpha. It's just another alpha. So don't. I mean, it's not super important, you know. What we put in the credits now. I mean, it's important, but it's not vital, you know. We will do another alpha and we will update again the stuff. So now, as soon as I summon my pet, it will follow me. Okay, but he will follow me, right? So if I'm in this situation and I move, why not? In theory, it should by default. He's not. Strange. I don't get any I don't get any message. Apart from the I need food, do you think it's because he needs food? And so he cannot move, but he always worked. I can give him food, it's no problem. He's not eating it. Why? Because he was too far. Because he was too far, boys. Nyom! Did you hear the sound? Did you hear the sound of the pet eating that? Nyom, 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 nyom. But I don't know if that's the reason that he's not following me. The problem, you know what is the problem? The problem is that when I issue some commands to him, I'm not really seeing any message back. Like, for example, if I do pet stay, like now I did pet stay, I don't get any feedback. And I don't know why he's continuously saying that he needs food. I already gave him like 3 million eggs. How much food you need, man? Seems that the food is not going up. I don't remember if I implemented this. Probably not. He's still in need of food. I don't know why. No, but the fact that he's not giving me any feedback when I say pet stay is kind of annoying. So I would like to understand why, because this is anyway not good, right? So in theory, inside the handle perception and inside the trigger event, whatever, right? We have the stay command. I don't know if in the old game, we were getting some information, but trigger event. Command on perception. Let me see. This one is in the NPC brain.
You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Will be assimilated. Wow. And what we will become? Stay break. Execute perception. It seems to be doing nothing. I don't understand. What the fuck? Maybe it's in the initialization. No, it cannot be in the initialization. Wait. Why? This follow is working. The other follow is not working. You see that he followed me for a bit, then okay, he stopped because I think he's coming too close to me, but you see that he's coming to me? He's coming to me. And then when he reaches me, he's not following me again. But you see that he's following me. I mean, why that follow works? No, but it works, because the stay now is stopped, right? I did the stay and he stopped. So I think it's gonna work with it's gonna work with the command. I'm just a bit when he reaches me, he stops doing it. I don't know exactly why. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. By the way, it would be nice to fix this bug that this slider is not at the end of the window. Is whatever it wants to be, except the windows that you can actually resize. I don't understand why. Sometimes. Okay, like now it is following me always, you see? It seems to be a matter of position. Now it's following me always, but if I... And now he's stopped. It looks like he's based on... I don't know if it's his targeting system. But anyway, now as soon as I mount, he should not follow me anymore, right? So, and in fact flying is kind of smooth, right? Because if he follows you while you are flying, you get a kind of a glitch, you know, you see a kind of a glitch. So I think at the moment it's working fine. So the change worked. The only problem is that the pad is not giving you any feedback on there's another thing I want to fix. You know, in the chat at the moment, yeah, apart that when you are mounted you cannot really see your messages, but that's something. Now there is another thing I want to fix. If the chat is filled with messages, right, You can scroll up and scroll down, and that's kind of easy. But if you click this button, why is it always going? That's kind of weird. It seems to be on a timer. We have a kind of a timer that is pushing the chat to the bottom. Anyway, you see what is happening if I scroll up. After some time, you see, boom, the chat goes back to the last line. Like if there was a timer of some kind. I don't remember adding this, but... Ah, because it's the guy that is speaking. Okay, because it's the guy that is speaking. It's the guy speaking. Okay, let me unsummon him 1 second. So now it should not happen anymore. Yes, in fact, it doesn't happen anymore now. But when I am in the main tab and I press this button... no, it's not working anymore. Because this in theory should bring you to the bottom of the window. But... I can speak with myself. Very nice. At least we can test this. Now, for some reason, this button is not working anymore. This button, the one that brings the chat at the bottom, is not working anymore. If I click it, you see if I click it, it does nothing. I don't know why. The idea was that that button is bringing you to... I mean, it looks like we don't even click it. Maybe I set it as... no heat testable? Maybe. Maybe I set it as not heat testable. We can check because that's an annoying thing, right? And I think it should be easy to fix. Hopefully. So inside Win Chat, this thing is what? Is a image. Image should be visible. Yeah, actually it is visible. It is visible, so it should be clickable. Yes, it should be clickable. Is there a button behind or no, I don't see a button behind it. So we have an on mouse button down. Click scroll to end. I think this thing is not... What? Message NPC. NPC whisper and main. It's scrolling everything to the end. But it doesn't look like. It looks like it's not even getting clicked. It looks like it's not even getting clicked. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I think this one is not even getting clicked. Probably because it's an image and well, let me just check if this image is inside. Well, yes, it's inside this overlay. Now, if this overlay has no it testable, but it has not it testable self only, so in theory should not. And also, this one is not it testable self only. So should not affect the other buttons that are inside of it, but it seems it does. I mean, we can substitute it with a button. Maybe it's easier, you know. Instead of having an image, we can have a real button just with that image as a picture. I think it's probably better. Because I think that this kind of clicks should be, yeah. Let's transform it. Let's transform it into a button, boys. I think it's a better idea. This will be button scroll to end. Button scroll to end, and it will have as a picture this same picture. So in reality, you will not see the difference, right? You will absolutely not see the difference. I cannot move it for some reason, but I think it's because because I put it in. Wait, I didn't put it in the right place. Now let me copy the. Let me copy this. Let me copy this. Okay, now is where it should be, and then we will click it to click scroll to end. So I can delete this image. Wait. This image had also some other properties, though. I think he had probably a color. Alpha 0.4. Yes. Can we make it a bit golden on it something? I think it looks very similar there. Okay, and then we connect this button to the same function. So to click scroll to end. So the on clicked will actually call the same function the other guy was calling. So we'll call this, and now I don't think I even need the printout because I think it will work. I think it's the. I mean, having buttons with images sometimes is a bit weird. Mouse event. I don't know. We don't even use it. Okay, like this, it likes it. Yes, and now it doesn't like it because the game is up, but. No, because I think it's very annoying that you click on scroll down and it's actually not scrolling. Now, I don't know if you should scroll only the current panel. I think it's probably a better idea. Because the way we do it now is that we just scroll everything, but you may not want to scroll everything to the bottom, right? You may not want to scroll. So we know which one is the active. I think we have an active something. I think we have a current something. Yeah, current channel widget. I think this current channel widget is the one that is telling us scroll box, vertical box. Scroll box, vertical box. Yes, exactly. But I don't think we need a vertical box. I think we need. But anyway, this is good. This is good. So I think I need to do exactly the same. I need to do exactly the same. Boom, 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 boom. I need to arrive up to the scroll box though. I don't need. Okay, and so this one we say scroll to end. Right? So this way we are scrolling to the end only the scroll box that we selected. Okay, let me see if it works and then I will delete. I need to delete the image though because I think this image is only messing up. Now I cannot test it in every channel because otherwise I will have to create a group, create an alliance, create whatever, right? So it's a bit long, but so I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Okay, so if we are here, fuck. Okay. And we click this. Okay, now we scroll at the end. If I'm inside a whisper and I'm clicking on end, the main is not scrolling down, you see? So each one is scrolling separately. Yes. Okay, this is better. I think at least it's working. I just need to fix the button that has the same style, you know, in all the... Because now I only have this style in normal, but I need to copy the style and paste it for hovered, pressed, even disable. I mean, yeah. Well, disable, I don't know. Disable, maybe we leave it as it is. Okay, good. So this one is fixed. Another thing that is a bit annoying is that when I scroll, is also zooming. When it's reaching the end of the scroll, is zooming. But it's a bit annoying. My character is still queuing the previous, the previous dialogues. But no, I think it's okay. I think we fixed it. And now it should be also fixed visually when you click it. Okay, so this one we can check in as well. I don't know if I want to do other fixes, but before release, do you have anything that you want to be done before the alpha? I don't know if you do, but pet will stop following you when you ride, and fixed scroll bar, no, fixed button scroll to end in chat for all paths. Okay. Okay, so also this one we did. Receive an attack, someone right click on us. I think I don't care to. I mean, this one is okay. I've seen it and it's kind of fine. This one I don't know. I think this one we leave it to players to test. Implement the other part of OSHA. Bro, I mean, I'm releasing tonight. How can I implement the other part of OSHA in like a few hours? Man, I mean, no. Not for this release. Not for this release. No, I'm saying if there is any bug or small things that you want to be done, you know? But it must be small things. It cannot be big things. If there is something simple, you know, on the bug tracker that... it was a joke? Okay. If it's a joke, you should put at the end a smile or a kappa. Kappa is the best. Because, you know, through text, you don't have emotions. I think we have so many fixed pending release, which is very nice. This one I wanted to check. You know why? Because it happened to me as well. This one is traveling by pterosaur. Travel image stays on top of the scene. So it happened to me in the loading screen that I got the loading screen always on, even if I was in game. But it happened only because I was debugging the client, and I think I slowed down somehow the loading, or I blocked it for a second. You could either Peggle and Tetris before the UI, to the UI before release. A Tetris would be very nice, but a Tetris, I don't think a Tetris. I mean, made of wood, like a wooden Tetris. I think it exists in real life, right? Somewhere in the world there is a wooden real life Tetris. I mean, I'm sure it exists. Like this, huh? Because if it's wooden, it's possible in our world. If it's electronic, it's not possible. Ready, set, go. It also has ready, set, go here. Very nice. You can also choose different colors, by the way. No, I was thinking to a giant one, but like a real life thingy, but they make it like this. Okay. But if it's made by wood, I think it's okay. We could even add it. You see this guy I was playing with his Tetris and trying to make the total? I ever buy a new video card in a Chinese web page, but I think she's stuck somewhere on travel. Ulla. Chinese web page? I don't know. Do you think it's real, or they just took your money and they will never send you the card? I don't know. I'm not very positive on Chinese websites selling stuff on the web. But a new card will allow you to play plane shift? Okay, that's why you said that, huh? Okay, good. But how it will remove rows if it's made of wood? Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. You don't. You win with the maximum number of with the total number of pieces that you put in. So basically it goes up until it's filled, until it's fully filled, right? And so if you place them right, you will have I don't know 50 pieces in when he finishes, and maybe the other guy only has 48, and it's because he didn't put them in the right place. But yeah, I guess is not really Tetris then. Very sad. Very sad. We cannot do real Tetris. We cannot do real Tetris in plane shift. Okay, it's okay. No, this loading screen, right? So the loading screen, basically, we know the levels we need to load in, how many they are. Then we loop until, you know, some of them are let me just check what this thing is doing. So we know which levels needs to be loaded. Okay. For each level, we check if that level is loaded or not. If it's not loaded, we do nothing and we loop again. If it is loaded, then we remove it from the array, right? We remove it from the array. So in theory, this should always work, but for some reason it happened to me that because let's imagine that we finish loading while we are executing these nodes, and so we are after the remove, because I think it's a bit of it's something has to do with kind of a timing issue. Because here you see, when we finish one run, we check if this variable doesn't have any more elements, doesn't have any elements left, right? If the length is 0, The length is the sides, right? I think it's called length in blueprints, but it's called sides in C++, but is it the same? I mean, if the length is 0, then we finish loading. If not, we wait 1 second, and then we go back into the loop, right? Do you think that this may fuck up the thing? Like, I mean, in theory, should not, but do you think that this is better? Like, we are not getting it from this set. We are getting it fresh, but in theory, if it worked, it should be getting the right variable. So I don't understand really how we can get stuck, because this loop will continue to run forever until you finish the elements. And if there is at least one level left, he's checking if it's loaded. So the only case would be if is listed as needed, but in reality will never be loaded because you moved somehow. Maybe because you moved. If you're moving while loading, that could in theory happen. If you are moving while is loading and you get in, so if you are moving while this loop is executing and you put in another level that needs to be loaded, no, if you move and you remove from the list one of the levels that needs to be loaded, then that level will never be loaded and you will continue to loop forever. Yeah, I don't think there is a difference either, but maybe like this is cleaner. Also, this one doesn't need a loop with break because we never call break, but anyway, I don't know, it happened to me a few times. Should we try to reproduce it? I don't think it's very easy to reproduce though. The only way I managed to reproduce it was when I was debugging the client and I stopped it with a breakpoint, and then I found myself with the loading screen, but in reality I was in the game. And I could move and hear my steps, my footsteps. I mean, it doesn't seem that it's happening to a lot of people. I think it's happening to very few people. It may also happen if you get teleported, right? If you are loading and someone teleports you another place, then this list will not be valid anymore. You know what we could do? We could do this. Meaning that instead of using always the same variable, we refresh the variable with the current list of get streaming levels that you need, right? And then with that list, which is then updated. So in this case, if I go here, even if I get teleported mid-loading to another place, my list will still be valid. I mean, will continue to be valid until all those levels are actually loaded properly, right? Or this one maybe is broken, but I don't think that that one is broken. I don't think. Get streaming levels. Get streaming levels is going through all the levels and is checking if that level should be loaded. Should be loaded is the flag that the engine puts on the level while streaming levels. And so we add to that array, right? This level has need to be loaded, and then we get it in our blueprint and we do this loop and everything. I mean, for sure going here is safer, right? Going here is safer. We do a bit more work, but I mean, it's just checking this array, so I would say, I mean, if you want, we can go with a delay of 2 seconds instead of 1. But I don't think it would be a problem, actually. Let me test it this way. The problem is that if I want to test it this way, I need to have few levels loaded. Otherwise, I mean, I need to be in a place where I'm close to other levels that need to be loaded, right? And at the moment, I think that I don't have any of them here. Okay, so let me do maybe Oja, a piece of Oja. Let me check. If I take Oja Road 1, which is 0904, 0904, 0804. If we could have 0803, for example, 0803, but 0803 is one of the real maps. This one, BD Road 1. Okay, so if we get these maps, we can put ourselves in a location where we actually need to load 3 maps, right? If I go far away, I mean, if I go in the right place, we will be loading 3 maps. And maybe, did I save everything? Yes. And maybe we can test it. Because that one is a kind of an annoying issue, and it's basically blocking you from playing because you have the loading screen in your face and you cannot do anything. You cannot click it, you cannot exit, you cannot do anything. Right? Just because it is considered that if you see it, the game didn't finish loading. Okay, let me go in the place where I think I should go. Is that direction, roughly? Well, is... yeah, this direction. Wow, why is suffering a lot? My PC is suffering a lot for something. I don't know why. Maybe it's really loading. Maybe because I'm so fast and so it's loading like crazy? I don't know. It's not very happy. My PC is not very happy of this mega speed. Maybe it's the speed, I don't know. What is going on? I see very low FPS, like if we... I'm moving at very low FPS. I have no idea why. What is going on? Ah, it's compiling shaders. Okay. Okay, it's compiling shaders. Or all normal. It's compiling shaders. Because I added the maps, you know, and those maps were not loaded yet, and so... okay, now I just need to find the place, which is the... between the three maps. Let me go up. Let me go up and look from the top. Yes, exactly that direction. Yeah, sorry, the FPS is super bad, but it's because he's loading he's compiling shaders. Why we have a chest here? Wow, there's a chest. Is there something in this chest? No, it's empty. Pity. I wanted some loot. But basically here we are. At least I think we are. Wow, the world is super big, by the way. It's insane. These are only 3 maps, you know. We have like 80. Okay, so I think it should be here. Why that one is not loading? Maybe because I'm still too far, huh? Still not loading. Because it probably is that direction. I think it's not this map. This map I don't have at the moment. But... fuck. But... yeah, this map... please. By the way, my super speed is just because we did a test on movement. Wow, this mountain is impossible to... we can do it! Go, 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 you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. No! Don't go back. No, don't go back. We need to go through this mountain. Please. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Set me gravity off. Okay, now. Now we can fly. Yay! Yeah, my legs are doing that weird effect, but we can fly. So the place where the 3 maps are... the place where the 3 maps... yeah, one is here for sure. I think I went too deep. But anyway, already here we are loading 2 maps. I wanted to go in the place where we load 3 of them. Yeah, the IK on the legs is very annoyed by this change. So basically when I disable gravity, I should enable like fly mode, but I don't do it. I don't know why. I think I should. Maybe I can do it. When we enable... do I do... I think I do it though. Wait a second. Gravity. Gravity, disable gravity. No. Enable disable gravity allows you to fly. Yes. GM setting, whatever. Gravity. Okay. Gravity. Toggle gravity. No, actually, I already do move flying. I already set the movement mode to flying. Set movement mode to flying. Set movement mode to flying. I do it already. But it seems it's not enough. I mean, it's working, but ALS is still trying to match the legs to a ground of some kind, and he's not really doing what he should do. But okay, anyway, here where I am now, we have the map on the left, which is the city. By the way, beautiful city. The map on the right, which is the first piece of Oja Road. And in front of us, the other map, which is the BD Road map. So I think if I'm pretty much here, or close to here, I think here is a good place. You should be trying to load 3 maps, right? Should be trying to load 3 maps. Okay, so let's try to quit here. My position is saved when I quit, and is anyway saved also every 20 seconds. I can leave the server on, is no problem. I can launch again the client. And we can see, because there is actually, I put a lot of print string because I knew that I could have issues with this. And so actually, you know, we see loaded, not loading. So in the log file, we should see loaded, loaded, not loaded continuously, right? Hello, Vac. Hi. Oh fuck. I think we just had the issue. So my change made the problem worse, or what? No, maybe it's loading, Level removed, loaded, loaded. Level removed, loaded. Level removed. What do you mean by level removed? So in theory, you should just cycle forever until all the maps are loaded. What is going on? I don't understand this level removed. Ah, yes, level removed, sorry, is this one. Level removed. Level removed. But you see that it's not working. Because, okay, now I'm reloading the full list. Right? Now I'm reloading the full list. And he has 2 levels, okay? Hydla and Oja Road 1. Right? These are the 2 ones that needs to be loaded. You see, should be loaded through, should be loaded through. So he has 2 levels that actually are... I think I cannot do the removal on the array through the loop. I think that's the problem. I think it is the problem, boys. The removal of an item while I'm looping on the array is not working. I need to flag it. Because you know what is happening now is that he's going to the second element, he's removing the second element, and then he's coming back and he's adding back the 2 elements, and so my array never finishes. So actually this change made it worse. If I go like this, then the array will stay as it is, and I think that both of them will be removed. The only problem is that this this one is not taken into account if for any reason you are getting moved or teleported, or you are falling down and you go in another place, because you could be falling down while you are loading, right? And so if that happens, your position may change and other levels will have to be loaded. And if that happens, this cycle doesn't work anymore, right? But yes, actually you could be in an infinite loop in this loading, because imagine one thing, okay? Imagine this. Imagine that you are falling down, right? And there is like one level here, which is the main level. But then there is, I don't know, another level here, right? And you are falling down because whatever, because you should not, but you are, right? So if you, while you fall, so you fall down, and then when you reach a certain threshold, you are, you know, put back into the original position. So basically you fall down forever, right? Until this thing will be fixed by someone. But you fall down forever. So if you fall down forever, we arrive here and we need to load this level, right? And maybe it's not loaded yet, but then we fall down and also this one comes into play, right? Because we are the right height and this one needs to be loaded as well. So then our array is changing. Now there is this guy to be loaded, but then we are teleported up and now the array is changing again. It is this guy to be loaded, and so basically we never finish loading, right? I think this is probably what happened to me when I was debugging and I saw the issue of the loading screen staying on forever. Yeah, I think that's what happened to me. Can it happen to a player as well? Assuming that he has all the maps. If he has all the maps, in theory he should never fall. At least, but I don't know. But anyway, my change made it worse, so I think we keep it. I think the best would be, you know, to have this list of streaming levels, and instead of removing from the array, I think we should have a T map or something, right? And flag the. I mean, a T map will not work anyway, but I need something. I need something like you know, my like level 1, and then loaded yes or no, right? No, and then level 2 loaded yes or no, because at the moment we are removing from the array, but I think the removal from the array is risky, because we actually delete the item, but deleting the item, so imagine that I deleted the level 1 in my array, the level 2 becomes the first element, and so while we are cycling, right, unless we use the break that I put here, no wait, unless when we loop and we remove something, we break and we restart from here. Because when I remove something, if I break and restart from get streaming levels, in theory I get a clean situation. I don't know, this thing is a bit annoying. I don't know why there is not a standard and real way to do it. I had to do it this way. It's probably not the best way. Should we have like a patch? I mean, a patch meaning that if you do a number of cycles, I don't know, 50 of them, and still you are in the same situation. We just remove the loading screen. I don't know. The problem is that, you know, loading completed is not just removing the loading screen. Loading completed does a bunch of stuff, you know. And so we really need to be sure that when loading is completed, it is. But yes, now we are in this situation. But I think we are in this situation due to the removal of the array. Due to the removal of the array. Let me think 1 second to this case, because it's not good. So I have my array, right? With level 1 and level 2. With level 1 and level 2. There is our T0, right? There is our T0. Then at T1, we start to load and we remove level 2, right? Now we remove level 1 because level 1 has been loaded. Now, as soon as we remove level 1, please move this thing. As soon as we move level 1, actually what happens is this, right? So the level 2 becomes the first element in the array. So if we are cycling, and we already checked the first element, and this happens, we will be checking a second element which actually doesn't exist anymore. And so we will consider our cycle completed, right? We will consider our cycle completed. We will go here, we will check if there are still elements, and we will say yes, there is still one element, right? Level 2. So we go back, and we check for that level to be loaded or not. So in theory it works, because anyway that level will be sooner or later be loaded. Unless between this and this you are getting teleported or you are falling down, and so this level 2 goes out of scope from the distance, from the place where you are, and so the engine doesn't need to load it anymore, right? And so you have it in your array because you didn't refresh your array, you didn't go here anymore, so you didn't refresh it, and so you are stuck with this level 2, which actually will never be loaded, right? Will never be loaded. So probably one thing that would be nice, you know, is when we are executing this loop body is to say, is the level still needed, you know? Is the level still needed to be loaded or not? The problem is that that function is not... Ah, yes, it is here. Should be loaded. So I could check it again, you know? I could check it again and say, if this one doesn't need to be loaded anymore because something happened between here and here, I can just remove it, right? Because if it's not needed for loading anymore, I just don't know if the should be loaded is immediate or not. Like, I don't know if the engine, I don't know if it's something that happens, you know, step by step. I don't know if this should be loaded, you know, is you immediately get all the streaming levels you need based on the position, or if I think you should get them all based on the position immediately, because if you don't get them all in one chunk by calling this single function here, we are in real trouble, right? So because we never have a never have a consistent set of levels. But in theory, I should say if should be loaded is false, right? If should be loaded is false, or the level is already loaded, then you can just remove it, right? So we can have this additional condition while we go through the loop that really checking if is not needed, is we don't need that level anymore, or the level is actually loaded, and in that case we just remove the level. In this case will be not loaded or not needed anymore, right? No, wait. Sorry. Loaded or not needed anymore. Yeah, loaded or not needed anymore. And here is not loaded. Okay, so if it's loaded or not needed anymore, we can remove it from the list. Right? And well, level not found should really never happen. This level not found. So if we find in the log a level not found, there's obviously a problem, because it means that
everything will be fine. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I think we can do it this way. Maybe it's a bit safer, right? It's a bit safer. And I would be interested if we get that bug report again, to get the log from the guy and see if we have loaded or not needed anymore, or if we still have a non-loaded, which is cycling forever, right? In theory, we could even print out the level name, maybe. Should we? I think we can. I mean, at this level, we could... I mean, it's a bit of a waste, but, you know... I could... maybe I can do it only with the non-loaded, you know, because the non-loaded is the one that will get stuck, right? Yeah, I think we can do it with this one. So the one that is not loaded, we're going to print out, so that we know who is the guy that is blocking the loading, right? I don't know if this will give us the name though. Get display name. Unlikely. Let me see how we print it out in this function. We print it out with package name to load, which I think is completely different than package name. Get the package name of the word asset referred to by this level streaming as an F name. I don't know. I mean, it looks interesting, but I don't know if it's what we want. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to make this part a bit more robust, because if you load into the game and you never exit the loading screen, it's very annoying. I mean, it's really game breaking. Even if I guessed that in that case you just close the client, restart it, and the second time it will work. Because if you were like in an invalid position or in a weird position, you will be reset, and Hopefully you will be reset in the right place, but okay, so like this it works, and I just want to see what we got in the log because I think it's interesting. So we got 2 levels that should be loaded. The first one that we got, we removed 1 level. Maybe we can put also the name of the level that we remove. And then immediately after we get the other level as level removed. So we don't know really. This loading worked perfectly. So both levels were like removed instantly, right? Very quickly. And we didn't see even once one level being, you know, waiting to be loaded. Let me just move everything a bit so that we have more space for a clean up end. Okay. Okay, let me try again one more time with this information, but seems that like this is a bit more robust. If the level is not needed anymore, it will be removed anyway. And so I think it's a bit more robust. And then I think we are good. I think I can start to package the new release. I wanted to have the talents in, but the talents I think is still too much work, so... And also I can have the talents. I mean, the work on the talents is mostly server side. Is mostly data, right? So yeah, is mostly data. I think I will have to do very little on the client, at least at the beginning, except some special talents. Like, I don't know, find secret passages, stuff like that. So should be loaded through. Yeah, the name is correct. So level removed, we removed Oja. The first one that we loaded is Oja. And then you see now? You see? We didn't even print it out. Why we didn't even print it out? Because I'm stupid like a monkey. Well, monkeys are pretty smart, by the way. But I'm trying to print something after I delete it. How can I be so stupid? I mean, this is getting removed, so this element is not valid anymore. So if I want to do this, in fact, it's coming out as empty. I mean, okay. I mean, this level removed never happens because we are trying to access the array. I mean, this printout is stupid. This printout should go here. No, I didn't want to say anything bad about monkeys, by the way. I really didn't want to. It's just a moment of it's just a dark moment. Here we cannot print anything, okay? Because anyway, this level is getting removed. So I mean, we can say removed for real, but it's getting removed 100%, right? Or we can say removing level, and then here we can say just level removed, but we cannot print his name anymore because his name is gone, right? His name is gone, so we will never be able to print it out there. Okay, I think it's good. I think it is okay. Seems to be working fine. Is slightly more robust. Let me do one last round with the right print, but by the way, if you want to access the alpha, you can, if you are a veteran player, meaning a player of our previous game, or if you become a Patreon, or if you wait that I just release it for everyone, which will happen. Will happen for sure. But if you want to access it now, those are the two ways. Or, sorry, there is a third way, which is to redeem the alpha with channel points. So if you watch this channel a lot, or anyway regularly, and you reach 8,000 points, you can redeem the alpha of the game. So removing level, Hydla 04, level removed. Okay. And then removing level, Ogerod 1, level removed. Okay, you see that now we see both names. Okay, I think we have enough debug. If someone is still having the issue, I think we can check his position in the game and we can check what this log is telling us, because now it's telling us also the name of the map, and so I think will be way easier to what do you mean no channel points? For sure you have channel points. Do exclamation mark points. Exclamation mark points. And you will know how many points you have. These are Streamlabs points. They are not Twitch points, but it is the same. I mean, it's not the same, but we don't have channel points because we are not affiliate, and we are not affiliate because we don't want to be. Because if I become affiliate, I cannot stream on YouTube anymore. At the same time, I'm streaming on Twitch because their TOS is forbidding multi-stream. Yes, exactly. You can also redeem stuff. Yes, absolutely. You see, you have 1,000 points. I mean, 1,000 points is not a lot, so you need another 7,000. But you know, if you check the channel, if you look at the channel regularly, I mean, like at Saturday and Sunday, sometimes I do like 8-hour streams. So in the 8-hour streams, you can get a lot of points. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go for tonight, boys. I think I'm just I think we can start the packaging. I don't think I want to do anything else. I think anything else will require too much time, and so I can start the packaging. The packaging is easy. Well, it's not super easy actually, but the packaging, at least we have a way to package, which is our updated instructions, which is this 3 million pages of instructions, right? For Windows, Linux and Mac, we have to recompile few things, and we have to patch some stuff in the engine, and we have to, you know, But I think I can let it run maybe tonight already. And no raid? Yeah, we can raid maybe. Yes, we are 10 people on Twitch. Why not? Good call. Good call. Hula. I think we can raid someone. Let me see. There is this guy that is playing, that is working with Unity. This guy that is working with what? This guy's working on Unreal.
Is this gonna?
So we can raid him. Let me see if there is anyone else. But I think we can raid him. Why not? No. Game development. This guy is even smaller. 3 viewers. Who is this guy? But he's working in Maya. He's working in 3ds Max. Now let's try someone that is working in Unreal. Okay. Okay. If you want to raid with me, you can just go to the Twitch channel. If you are already in the Twitch channel, is great. So we will just do a raid to this guy. The raid is gonna start very soon. And if you want to, if you are on YouTube and you want to raid, you can just go to this address, Twitch TV/planeshift, and we are gonna raid this guy together in a second. I think he will be happy because he's a small streamer, well, like me, but. And meanwhile, I say bye-bye. Tomorrow is Friday, so there are good chances I will not be here, unfortunately. But if I'm not here, I mean, if I'm here, I will send you a message on Discord. And anyway, we'll see each other Saturday afternoon, okay? Saturday afternoon, I will be 100%. And Sunday as well, afternoon. See you, boys. Bye bye. Stay for the raid. Huh?